Hi, welcome back to the channel, Shop Titans. Although I've planned to save up 200 million, but unfortunately, the good boss asked for investment again, and I have no choice. I gotta invest about 120 million. This is video to show you that my progression towards the 200 million is getting further and further because I gotta invest 120 million into the training. It's in a way good because eventually my heroes can progress further, because currently my heroes stop at a certain level because of the training. We couldn't proceed further, but since the guild boss had asked us everyone to contribute towards that training, and unfortunately I fall within the bottom people, i.e. the ones that invested the least in training. So I have no choice but to spend my 120 million into investment. Actually, I was just 50 million short from my target of 200 million, but after investing about 120 million, going back. Alright, I can see here the guild boss has said it's very difficult for them to keep on investing into training because every tick costs them a lot of money, whereas people like us, people at the bottom who didn't invest much, invest a little will make a great difference. So that's the reason why I decided to do that investment. You can see here I'm one of those with the bottom, so I have no choice. First go with 100 million, and then subsequently I make another 20 million. Okay, so this is just to show you that progression towards the 200 million is going backwards. Just in case you're wondering why my money has where my money has gone, it's all gone into that training facility. Alright, so this is the moment I've been sharing with you that I'm trying to beef up my resources, money, i.e. By selling all these T9 items. T9 spirits and runestones are fetching a really good price and selling really well right now. So that's the reason why you should be doing those T9 right now. Normally it's selling about 700,000. Now it's selling for 800 plus to 900,000. So I'm really happy with that. And I'm selling one piece not for gems but for those 5 over a million of gold. So this is something that I hope to do before I do that 120 million investment. Try to get a bit of money built up. Sadly to say, meeting at 200 million sometimes is so near yet so far, especially after the 120 million is almost going back to the first target of 100 million first. So you can see here, invested 100 million, I'm still at the 11th position. I just make sure that I climb up to the mid level, so I invested another 20 million. That would brings me back to the better middle position. You may be wondering why do I bother so much about the guild. I think it is two issues. I mean, one of course is want to play a part as part of the guild. That's why you join a guild in the first place. Second, I think really appreciative of the guild boss kindness towards me. I've been in this guild since very long time, and I didn't play as much as last time, but yet they didn't actually kick me out of the guild. They have been having me all along, and because of probably one time I was always the top in terms of the bounty. But nowadays no longer possible to do that because I'm concurrently playing 5 games. In the past, Shop Titans was my main game, and I spent almost most of the day playing Shop Titans. But currently I couldn't do that because of the 5 different type of games I gotta maintain. 3 being major, of course Shop Titans one of them, FIFA Mobile and Train Station 2. The 2 other games occupied quite a lot of time, just as much as Shop Titans. So in other words, used to spend almost like 100% or 90% on Shop Titans has now been split to 30%, alright? So the remaining 10% is spent on the 2 other games which I don't really need a lot of time, which is the 2 on the sports games. One is the Top Drives, which I just started not too long ago. I probably play 1 or 2 races a day, which is about different type of cars you collect, so I thought quite interesting. The other one is F1 Manager, which is also some kind of sports car event. Also, I do 1 or 2 races a day. So those 2 games occupied 10% of my time. The remaining 30% each will be into Shop Titans, FIFA Mobile, and Train Station 2. Of course, I wouldn't say it's fair to say 30% into Shop Titans. Actually, it's less than 30% to be frank. Apparently, because the time required for resources to come back on is taken into consideration, and they are not as persistent in terms of the requirements of Train Station and FIFA Mobile. Train stations too need almost like one every hourly to log in, especially when there's an event. As for FIFA Mobile, there's a lot of things to be completed for the day. So that's why I'll say that now, although it should be probably 40, or actually 35, and then 20% Shop Titans. Alright, you can see here Shop Titans, as I mentioned earlier. I'm trying my best not to do discount, but of course currently I'm doing quite a number of bounties that require discount. That's why you can see me doing discounting. And I must say that although I'm on the right path in terms of the runestones, T7 runestones is getting more and more expensive these days. So actually it's not that profitable as compared to the past, but still profitable, I must say. And they are a lot more doable in terms of crafting because of the time and resources required. But again, I think the most profitable is definitely T9 given the current context. And you can see me ripping in millions of dollars from runestones, elements and spirits. You may ask, why not craft the other items? Yes, I could, but again, you gotta bear in mind in terms of the speed of sales. What I mean by speed of sales means that how fast the items get sold off the shelf. So runestones are always highly sought after because people are constantly upgrading or enchanting their crafts. So runestone is the way to go, I must say. But currently trying to beef up my heroes. Only at times where I got real good pieces, then I'll sell them in the market. In terms of those weapons and whatnot. I also tried to see whether I could enchant them, but apparently if you don't have that, getting an enchant of those very good items of high quality, you notice that it's quite expensive to keep on trying, because if you only got 20% chance, you may break a few runestones, which cost you easily $1 million. If you buy it from the market, yes, you could. Again, it costs you maybe 800,000 or so. So come to it, although it beefs up your base price of your items, but unlikely you'll make a profit because all your profits has gone into investing into the enchanting process. So you're actually helping others to so-called make a profit, unless you want to keep that weapon for your own use. Otherwise, sometimes I just sell it plain, i.e. without enchantment. So that is the way to measure. Unless you find a very good deal in terms of enchanting, then must as well do that. And of course, holy elements, for this I'm selling for gems. So you gotta measure in terms of how much per gem. Apparently I have some kind of measurement from the previous videos. If you could sell it for cash and it's for maybe multiple millions, you do that, alright? So if not, if just selling for a couple hundred thousands instead of 1 or 2 million max, then and in a comparison you can get 10 or maybe 12 to 18 gems, then probably I'll try for gems. So it is measurement of that now. And with the better deal, surcharge actually brings in lots of money more. So I'm really happy that this moment of time, after investing in a short period of time, I claimed another 20 million. So now I got 51. Initially it was 150 minus that 120. I dropped to 30 million. And within the same video here, you can see my wealth increased by 20 million, all thanks to those runestones and of course enchant items, and as well as those items I surcharge in the shop. Alright, so just bear in mind, you got to weigh and understand how much per gem is worth it, how much you sell for mid gems, how much you sell for cash. Alright, thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.